Coach, you mentioned you were an offensive coordinator before you came to UW-Platteville, and it's really no secret that you're an offensive-minded coach. You know, as most head coaches drift one way or the other what their focus is, and what makes offense such an interesting topic for you and something that you want to be so involved with?
Well, first, you know, when I was growing up playing the sport, I was more of a defensive back in high school, and then went off to college and turned into a receiver. And my first love and interest was on the defensive side of the football. Then it became, as my opportunities in college, becoming a wide receiver, I got very intrigued with the passing game. And you know, like most coaches, you seem to lean towards one side of the ball or the next. And there's a lot of great coaches out there that are defensive-minded. There's head coaches. There's also a lot that are, you know, on the offensive side as well. But you know, I enjoy. That's the big thing I enjoy about coaching, besides just working with young players and developing them off the field, but just the X and O's and, you know, drawing up plays and trying to develop an advantage for the offense.
So you talked a little bit about coaching and what you enjoy. What else do you do on campus here?
I'm also an instructor in the physical education department. I also have written a couple books and have about 12 videos out on the market, and I speak throughout the nation. And one of the hot topics that I'm leaning towards is developing a positive attitude and life skills program. And I just spoke out in Montana here just a couple weeks ago, or in early part of August, to a large audience. And so that's one of the things I really have taken up a strong interest in, is developing a positive attitude in young people.
Coach, you touched on it a couple of times there. Attitude is such an important thing. I'm actually in a class with you currently, and we spent a lot of time talking about attitude. Football and every sport, much more than X's and O's, much more than on the field play, on the court play. Where did you come up with that mentality? Is that something you've had ever since you started playing sports, or is that something that was instilled in you later on by a specific individual?
Well, I think it really caught my eye about 5 or 6 years ago, but I also remember back to my youth coaches and high school coaches talking about it. I just didn't have the maturity back then to really understand it. And you know, I think a lot of coaches talk about attitude, and I want to do a lot of research, and we've come up with steps and tools to teach our young people how to develop a positive attitude. And you know, right now, what is being exposed to them besides this show is a lot of negative TV shows out there, and we need, as educators, understand the importance, continue to teach our young people how to develop a positive attitude. And something I take great pride in our football team. And you know, it reflects on the field, but more importantly for me, you know, the football field is just the extension of the classroom, and you know, the scoreboard's awfully important. We want to win, but more importantly, I want to produce successful fathers and husbands and bankers and teachers and accountants and engineers, and play a major role in that, hopefully.